my loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself.
Now, the good news, Coach, is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field.
Yellow! All right, let's go, defense. Hey, 43, 15.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
On first down, Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
Well, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Let's go. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. All right, T, let's go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check, 59, 59.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Akeem Hicks. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready, the mic. 50's the mic. Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, come on. Hey, 50. 50's the Mike. 50.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 11. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Undercut. 59 mark. Check. 59. Yellow. Kill.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
59. Danny. Check three. 15. No. 22 Jet Bomber.
Yellow.
Quick.
Hey, Ribley. Right side.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Yellow.
Quarterback, don't get nervous, man. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
15.
Don't get nervous. Check 59.
15.
59. Oh, yeah.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Jason Pierre-Paul able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Off the toss, Cohen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. Finding Gabriel complete. And this this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
50, Mike 50. Check pass, check pass. Excellent. Mike 50. You.
On 2nd and 15 now. Murray. And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Ready. Check 59. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense. Check. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down now, it's Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Damian Wilson in on the stop. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing is Murray on third down. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Buddy up, 59. 56, pull it, now. Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Mike, check, 59.
Murray now on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. The Bears on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is third and 10.
Mike 50. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Now Murray again. That's complete right side to Gabriel. Touchdown, Chicago! Taylor Gabriel with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Kansas City.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10.
Shit.
Easy. Attack.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Yellow.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. But with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. They'll run it with Williams. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Charlie, 480.
59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, I need one.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Mahomes now to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce as the first half is winding down as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings. And
it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback. but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Tighten up, tighten up. Max, box. Mike. Check. Lucky. Shit. He's checking.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Mike's 50. Joker.
They try again with Cohen. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Mike's 50. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50. Mike 50.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. It's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
58, come on, Charlie. 58, come on. Right here. 58, boys, 58, Mike. You gotta go.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the curve.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Carlos Hyde in the game, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Williams. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the Bears' 7-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams. His 19th touchdown now on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
21, Bears 14. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistent.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Attack!
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Williams. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 33.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Fight on these two. 180, 15. You better be afraid of me. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Again, it's Williams. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Let's get it.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, 4 down. 26, Mike. 20.
Yellow.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Shoot.
Watch 50, yellow.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith, following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Attack!
No. Check general. Relax.
Hey, Ripple is.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". In your face.
Let's go, baby. 59,
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Kevin Pierre-Louis able to record his 5th sack of the season. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Butker's kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Cut. Zoom. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". It's our time, guys.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Single receiver.
Brings up 3rd down.
Single receiver. Six. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Come on, D.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike's 50. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Hey. 50 to Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
First down, Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Cohen. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
50. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Throwing now is Murray. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Army. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike.
Throwing Throwing on first down is Murray. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
Throwing again, Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. He's got the first down inside the 10. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 4 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Watkins on the jet sweep. And he's got some space here. Past the Sammy Watkins. He's going to go. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now Murray. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. To throw is Murray. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Yeah, that's what I do.
Murray to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away.
Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
That's another Bears first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Bandit. Bandit.
Murray to air it out again. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Ron Thornhill. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan,